Hi everyone, welcome to the midweek edition of News Generation. My name is Bernice Abu Beidu. In this episode, structures belonging to some squatters at Obosokai in Accra demolished. Pupils of Amuzukope Basic School study with the constant fear of being evicted from their campus. And we meet 15-year-old Obed Asamoah, who rears animals to take care of his family. Stay with us. Join us on social media, facebook.com/newsgenerationgh and on Twitter @newsgengh. To our very first story, some squatters and traders at Obosokai in Accra have accused government of failing to find a place for them before destroying their structures. They are threatening not to vote for the NDC in 2016. The Accra Metropolitan Assembly started a 4-day demolition exercise to destroy structures behind the ICGC Christ Temple branch. This is to make way for a developmental project.
Most of the distressed traders have been fuming over the destruction of their makeshift properties. This woman is just one of hundreds whose shops have been mangled by the heavy-duty equipment of the AMA in a demolition operation. She claims she passed out after hearing her shop had been destroyed. Dozens of structures have already been pulled down. Victims say they are helpless.
We are going to feed our child and our women. If some of our brothers are sick, we are going to save them a problem on this work. So now they sack us away. We don't know where we are going to stay right now. That's be our matter.
Where are we to go? This is our country. Now you don't want us to work. Do you want us to fornicate? No. Do you want us to steal? No. Now what are we going to do? This is the work we do, and then this is the work we are doing, and then feeding our family, feeding a whole lot of people, feeding our people. So what are we going to do?
Well, sometimes, if something happening, sometimes one part we are blaming the government, because if you want to do something for somebody, you have to give person for information.
Some squatters whose containers were destroyed say they spent the night in the open. They are questioning the rationale behind the destruction of their properties without any prior notice. They want government to relocate them or risk losing their votes in next year's elections.
We are not saying that this place belongs to us, it belongs to the government. But now that he's telling us to move away from this place, we expect the government to locate us. People go to this place, go to that place. They will know that we are also citizens of Ghana. No more vote. 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 Why is this our life?
This demolition exercise is not the first of its kind. The AMA has always demolished slum areas after they have been put up. So must city authorities always wait for slums and other unapproved structures to spring up before they are demolished? Some of you have been sharing your views about this in WhatsApp.
I think that the demolition, if they told them before they started putting up their things, that one they have to even use a way to bring all down. But if they did not tell them and they built, that one they have to just use a way to make that place okay for maybe if cars or something like that. But they don't have to just go and demolish it, because people's business, people's settlement and other things.
Maybe those people have spent a lot on their building, and if you come back and destroy it, it's useless, because maybe some people may not have the money to go and build again.
No, I don't think it's a good thing. I think the AMA should warn them, and if they don't listen, then they can take any action they want to take.
Actually, it's not good, because they are spoiling people's house, and that's their only ways of surviving. So if they destroy or demolish those people stay in that slum area, it does not help them.
If they gave them the warning that nobody should maybe settle there, that one they have the opportunity and the right to go and let all of them come. But if they not tell them, they know they've gotten a place to settle. So that one they have to use a way and means to just let them go around.
You need to see if that place is for the government or something like that. And if it's for them, you need to, speak to them and hear from them before doing anything to that land.
I think they should inform them before they put up their structures, because after they finish putting up their structures and now before they are coming to inform them, it disturbs them.
Those were some views on WhatsApp. Now, pupils and teachers of Amuzukopa MAJHS Kaswa in the Central Region have been using an uncompleted private building as a classroom for 3 years. According to school authorities, they face constant threats of ejection from their landlord.
These pupils have been sitting here for most part of the day. They have no classroom, so they make do with this private building. But Monday was not a lucky day because the landlord of the premises carried out one of his threats. He ejected the school. The Ghana Education Service took over the school from the founder in 2006, but it has not seen any infrastructural development to meet the increasing enrollment. This primary school block has also been abandoned by the contractor. Headmistress of the school, Stella Jima, tells us how they moved the junior high division to this structure.
We don't have classrooms for them. We use 2 bungalows that are put up by a private person. So the Form 1s are occupying one, and then the Form 2s are also occupying the other one. There was no terms. We just entered the bungalow and they started using it. Then when the landlord came, he didn't say anything about it, but just recently he gave us a notice that he wants to complete the structure. So he wants us to move out.
MCE for Ewutu Sanya East Municipality, Adam Nuhu, tells us he did not think the school would grow this quickly.
Look at the growth factor. We thought that maybe 6 classrooms, you take 6 classes before it's finished, and then before they finish the 6 classrooms, 6 years, you'll be able to get additional before they move you. They admitted all classrooms, all classes. You see, so I was starting maybe with class 1, class 2, then slowly we're growing. I was surprised to hear that JHS 1 is about 92 people in the classroom. JHS 2 is about 8 something, and then JHS 3 is 42. So that tells you the growth. It has increased astronomically, and that is why an assembly's income doesn't increase astronomically.
Now these young people are worried about their education and want authorities to come to their aid.
We need it. We the final year students. How can we go and write our BC without having a room to sit and learn? And we are going to write the BC on June, and we are going to write it with the same private schools. So if we don't find a place to learn, how can we go and write the BC?
Next year, I will also be in J3. So if the government do not come to our aid and do not build the structure for us, it will be difficult for us to learn. And if the rain falls, it will be difficult for us to learn. We have to go to primary class and sit there for some time before we go to our classrooms.
The students will continue to face the constant threat of eviction until a classroom is built for them.
Parents are usually responsible for their children. They provide everything you need. But 15-year-old Obed Asamoah is not your typical teenager. Let's find out what he does in the following report.
15-year-old Obed is a busy teenager. He breeds guinea pigs to sell. The JHS1 student from Anamrampa in the Eastern region has been rearing the animals for 2 years now. This is their cage. When Obed gets home from school, he cleans the feces and grass left over from the previous day. These guinea pigs may look very small and unattractive to many people, but they are a major source of income for Obed. He says he has sold about 30 guinea pigs at a go before.
Yes, 500.
I've gotten money from the sale of the guinea pigs, earning as high as 50 cedis. I am able to buy anything I need in school from selling the animal.
Obed says he never thought of rearing guinea pigs to sell.
I
was at home one day when a man called me to come and see him at his house. Upon reaching there, he asked me if I could rear guinea pigs, which I accepted. So I brought the animals home and fed them before going to school.
After the cleaning is done, he goes out to cut fresh grass for the animals. He cuts enough grass that will last the pigs to the next day. Obed plans to expand his mini farm to accommodate more guinea pigs in future. But he doesn't just rear guinea pigs. Obed has goats too. Obed plans to see himself through SHS with the money he gets from selling the goats and guinea pigs.
I can take good care of myself through selling the animals up to senior high school.
Until he goes to secondary school, Obed will continue looking after the animals to feed himself and his family.
One of the things dogs are good at is catching, but not a certain golden retriever who absolutely can't retrieve anything. Fritz the dog has made quite a name and is trending. Well, Fritz did manage to catch the last one. Fritz can learn, we hope Fritz can learn to cut sometime soon. Fritz's video has already had more 540,000 views on Facebook. We take a break, we'll be right back.
We
the young children get to know about what's going on, the political issues and other things.
Because of freedom of speech, people think that whatever they say on social media is right.
They decided to take their children to that place to train them. So if they are not providing the shelter and the food for them, it's no good.
We can't be certain of whether corruption won't occur again in the NSS.
The drivers are not supposed to give the policemen money. If they don't give them money, they are not going to continue doing that.
You can see sex everywhere, in books, in songs, in movies, everywhere. So you can't say your mind is in there. So parents must have to talk about sex with their children.
We really want to learn, but because of the lighting system, we are not able to put in much effort.
Our parents go and pay water bills, but when we open our tap, water does not run out.
Thank you for staying with us. From community development worker to social entrepreneur, it is a story of one young lady's quest to improve literacy rates in the northern region. Irama Kujo met Portia Derry, who spends her time organizing reading and writing clinics for children.
Pupils huddle around tables shuffling cards. It's not school break, it's rather time for word games at the children's section of the Northern Regional Library.
C to C, find the word C. Let's see who find the word first.
In the last couple of years, many children in and around Tamale have been attracted to reading clinics organized by a group of volunteers.
Reading and writing clinics are streamlined to match individual needs. So for instance, we are not looking at the numbers, but we are looking at the quality of it. So we take into consideration the individual child. How is the child progress? Which level is the child? How fast is the child? What is the child background? Has the child been exposed to books? That is why you would have a child who cannot read a single word or a sentence. After undergoing our reading and writing clinic, the child can now read long sentences and even understand what he or she has read.
Their efforts are paying off as pupils have picked up a great deal.
I have read 6 books today. I came here to read because reading is very exciting and I love reading. This helped me to read every book I take. This is very exciting because they selected us here to come and read and learn something about reading.
It helped to improve our English. Some of us, we don't know how to read. Find the word rap. Someone is rapping.
Rap.
You can, yeah.
If that is anything to go by, then the children's section of the Northern Regional Library will keep buzzing with excitement every weekend. This group of volunteers hopes you will support their efforts as social entrepreneurs.
I think social entrepreneurs are the new thing to do. It's the new cool thing. Everybody should be a social entrepreneur or should support one because social entrepreneurs get the job done. Unlike politicians, they would only make promises that they will provide this and this. But social entrepreneurs go and find a problem, they create a solution and get the job done. To spot something, spotted.
Protect.
Protect. See, okay, that is it.
Protect.
Let's now take a look at other stories making news in a roundup.
Crocodiles have been visiting some Kumasi residents who live in swampy areas. Kumasi Zoo officials have been assisting with the removal of the reptiles from the homes of the affected residents. 3 dwarf crocodiles have been removed from homes in Santasi, TUC and Kwadaso within the past 3 months. Shop bar operators in Accra have been laying off workers. It's all due to the power crisis. Joy News Check reveals some shop bar owners who have also reduced the salaries of their staff to reduce the high cost of running their businesses. other chop bar operators have had to cut back on production because much of the leftover food cannot be stored. A bus has been carried away by floodwaters after it fell into a river in Brazil. The bus was reportedly stuck on a road when it was left away. Everybody on board escaped unhurt. A 2-year-old Indian girl has set a new national record in archery. According to the Indian Book of Records, Dolly Shivani Chirukuru from the southern state of Andhra Pradesh became the youngest Indian to score more than 200 points at a trial event on Tuesday. She fired 36 arrows at a target 5 meters away, then again at a target of 7 meters away, making a total of 388 points.
That will be all for this episode of News Generation. Thank you so much for staying. My name is Bernice Abubeidu. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week.